Okay. So, first of all, I want to thank everybody for the well wishes for my birthday. Um, Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Still getting used to these dongles and shit. This is everyone's favorite Minx, and I don't know what this is. If this could be wicked observations. It could be. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, should we just call everything the Mink Show? You know, should we just call everything the Mink Show? I don't know. I feel very cluttered in my mind. And I'm gonna talk about what I've been dealing with personally, and as well as how this outside world is affecting me creatively. My creativity is kaput. Okay. So I want to say that I myself, have not been keeping up to date with anything that I have worked on or anything, because once again I'm still stuck with this consistent anxiety after being doxxed, after being harassed. It's just, you know, I'm ready to take the leap again, the leap of faith. You know, no matter what I do, this person, individual, is always going to have forever beef with me. And, I'm from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nuck, if you buck, if you really about that life, we handle things accordingly. I'm ready to fucking throw down.
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
That's just how we do shit. We throw down. So I'm ready to throw down at this point. Like, that don't mess up each other's bag anymore. I'm just ready to mess up someone's fucking face. But yes, that's not me inciting violence. I'm just talking. So I've been checking my podcasts and analytics and data and all this other shit. And, I found out that my podcast was on the Apple charts. I didn't
Bruh.
I didn't look for it. I don't look for these things. So in a sense, I would say a lot of us, like, we don't think that we are bigger than what we are. You have some people, oh, well, I ain't never heard of you. Well, guess what? There are hundreds of cities, and there are so many different countries, and there are 7 fucking continents, and you come from one portion, not even a portion, one little blip in the world, in the universe. And only thing you know is what you know is around you. You see, the whole idea of being mainstream. I'm like, a lot of us, we don't have those goals. I just fucking make music. I make music and I like to talk. I like to converse and figure out life as a collective. That's what I do, I never thought that my music would be something that would actually, pay for a house. I mean, it pays like what, one bill? Pays something. People used to always say to me growing up that, that you're on the right path of your little hobby or whatever if you start making money from it. And realistically, if you don't have your business right, if you don't have your music registered. If you don't have all that shit done, you're not going to eat off of the fruits that you are bearing. You have to work on that. I'll tell you myself, I've been so behind just creating content for TikTok, where I would say within the last 2 years or so, I have neglected my music. I've neglected my music. I've neglected my regular podcast, because when you see, like I always say, a lot of us have an app that we have a strength in, and a lot of us don't hone those skills in trying to just build on that app. We're trying to be where everyone is congregating. So if you're on Tumblr and you're getting play, get that Tumblr money. If you racking up views on Pinterest, get that Pinterest money. There is no set, there's no set goal to achieve on, to become a social media celebrity, because that's where I feel like we are at. People want to be social media stars. So I'm not that person. I work with what works with me. So these past couple of days, I feel like I went away, right? First, I went away. I wasn't connected to my phone like that. I checked in. When you're home or living a regular life, you're checking in frequently. When you're with family and shit, you just don't feel the urge to check in with what's going on in the world digitally. There's a digital universe out there. That's what we keep forgetting. This is a digital universe. This is a digital space. So I log in to my socials when I get home, and it's like the whole fucking world fell apart.
Bruh.
You had another mass shooting. It's like, what? And of course, the strangeness of what is going on with His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, right? I tell you, when I first initial thought, which is my initial thought these days, is this AI? Is this AI?
Surprise, motherfucker.
That was the first thing I said. This has to be AI. This is bullshit. Couldn't be. Couldn't be. Yeah. AI started showing their ass. It started hyping the fuck up, like I would say about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. This incident went down in February. Now, the way that I look at things, I feel that this is the war. I feel like this is the war. The war that we are fighting is the war on the innocent, the children that can't fight for themselves. So the war is for us to protect them from who, from what? Obviously, there is something going on involving children. Every single time I can't even say I watch the news, because it's like social media is kind of sort of the news, but they bring you the news, to your feed. I'm like, another child. Children again. First it was which I thought was going to just like strike the match, was the Balenciaga situation. I mean, it outraged people, but it didn't. How can I put this ever so elegantly? I don't feel like people are fucking mad enough for me. I don't feel like people are mad enough for me. It's like you're shock, but not mad enough. Because you're talking about the constant, and I'm really trying to tread lightly, the constant attack on children and their innocence. And it just continues to happen. So now you have the Dalai Lama. This is like the Gandhi of our time, right? I don't even think I should even say Gandhi. You know, he's just holy. He's a holy person. Someone that's extremely spiritual leader. I can't even read it. You hear my stomach? I can't even read it. He was being innocent and playful when asking young boy to suck my tongue. Innocent and playful. Now, I don't understand why the next level of events did not go down with this, because this is when he should have been deplatformed. This is when Amazon should have removed all of these audiobooks and all. And you say, are you canceling? Yes, this is a cancelable offense. This is an offense where you must lose everything, in my opinion. Y'all cancel people for the most dumbest shit. This? Nah. This gotta go, right? I'm talking about the Apple Podcasts, okay? The Apple audiobooks, Amazon audiobooks, every audiobook. Everything has to go, right? We're talking Etsy books. Oh, I looked at everything that was associated with this Dalai Lama individual. All of that shit gotta go. Past interviews, all that need to be taken down from YouTube. You see, this is what y'all don't get. When we break the rules of social norm, we lose everything. So I don't care how close to the heavens this man thinks he is. You must lose everything. You also must have your head examined. You also must have your computers looked at, your staff interviewed, because you just literally displayed behavior that is beyond not fucking normal. And for Cardi B, shout out to Cardi. Did I hit the wrong button? I sure did. For Cardi B, I'm still getting to learn this shit. Let's try this again, because I was trying to do it elegantly. Cardi B magically, appeared. It's so weird because on Easter Sunday, I was talking to my family about Cardi. About everything I'm about to say is pretty much a repeat of what I said to them, right? Cardi B, to me, right? A lot of people don't like her. They don't like her. Okay. I literally have a synopsis on all this because Cardi B has always been an open book, right? She's been an open book on the career path that she had, right? She was a stripper. And we know you fellas hate strippers. You hate the fuck out of strippers until they stripping for you. Until they're doing the little extra. Then you don't really hate them as much anymore. You hate them in the morning or in an hour. Oh, I'm being nice. I could have said 10 seconds. Okay. Cardi has been open about the fact that she used to rob dudes when they was passed out, whatever the case may be. She's openly admitted this, and I'm not defending her. I'm saying she did admit this. She did state this. But for her to come out, it says Yahoo News, Cardi B defends herself after people called her the wrong messenger to condemn child predators following Dalai Lama video. The wrong messenger. So if Cardi B is the wrong messenger to condemn this shit, where's Beyonce? Where's Beyonce? Beyonce hasn't said a fucking word. I didn't hear anything from Cam. We didn't hear anything from Cam. Who else? Who's on tour right now? Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift has been mighty quiet. Taylor Swift. Drake. Silence. Yeah, I realize the summer's coming up. The summer's coming up. And there's going to be shows. None of these fucking celebrities spoke out. Nobody. Now, however you feel about Cardi B, that's your business. You can hate a celebrity. Who doesn't know that you fucking exist? They will literally buy you out of your residence and get you for slander. Why wouldn't Cardi B a person to speak up in regards to this by calling individuals predators? So they look at Cardi as if she's a predator because she robbed a few dudes. Now, what I will say is, it's the hypocrisy for me. Hold on, why isn't my... Okay. It's the hypocrisy for me. Because in order to be a rapper, right, what do they always say? This idea, this stigma that you have to be gangster, that you have to have people, kissing your pinky ring. You see that pinky ring right there? Yeah, kissing your pinky ring. Being one of your henchmen. You're supposed to be gangster. Cardi used her situation to get money, as if dudes wasn't robbing nobody. Now guys are saying, oh, well, she drugged them. Well, you know what? You weren't there. We don't know. There's no police records of any of that shit. I'm only going by facts because y'all like to go by facts. There's no conviction. Nothing like that. She has never been accused of going after an underage person. So I don't know why people are saying that this is, she's the wrong messenger. Okay, so don't hold your breath for Beyonce and them. Because Beyonce and them don't give a fuck. They don't care. They never did. Cardi B and them, she cares. She used her platform to speak out. She could have just lived her lovely life. But this incident stuck out to her. As a mother. You got Nicki Minaj, who is also a mother. I mean, I'm just asking.
Bruh.
You don't hear Rihanna speaking out against this shit? None of them. Only Cardi. And Cardi's the one that gets dragged. Let's read the drag. Come on, man. They be killing me with this. See, Cardi B is defending herself after a statement against child predators went sideways after trolls got involved. The WAP rapper. First of all, she has had other songs besides WAP. Besides that. Anyway. She says, the world is full of predators, Cardi tweeted. They prey on the innocent. The ones who are most unknowing are children. Predators could be our neighbors, our school teachers, even people with money, power, and our churches. Constantly talk with your kids about boundaries and what they shouldn't do. I'm going to just say do, because I didn't say. Following Cardi's statements, critics and trolls resurfaced past allegations of the singer drugging and robbing strip club customers. Okay, what part of the part where she says they prey on the innocent? So you're telling me that a male that goes to an adult club where women are stripping down to their birthday suits with scantily clad clothes, also being asked to do additional entertainment off the clock, you call that innocent? So a man is an innocent man for attending something like this because it's entertainment. Listen, I don't care what way you put it. When you finagle in those situations, these are situations that can escalate to a negative moment. This, with this Dalai Lama shit, the fact that y'all can even compare the two is just very weird to me. It's just very weird to me. Again, the bots are working. Because I really do not believe, 9 times out of 10, I don't believe a lot of people disagree with something that's just so common knowledge like this. This has to be a bot. There is no other, in my opinion, a person with a conscience is going to sit there and debate you are not you, anybody but you. She has influence. And you know what? Regardless, it's for me, Cardi's a little bit hypocritical right now. And again, I always look at all angles. Cardi was very silent with this Balenciaga shit, though. I'm going to just keep it a buck. She was very quiet. So it's like, if I was going to go after Cardi for being a hypocrite, I would be going after her with that. I wouldn't be going after her about some strip club shit. I'd be asking her, why were you not this vocal during the Balenciaga incident? Were you threatened? Were you told to stay silent? Did you get rid of these contracts? Did you get rid of these opportunities? These are the questions that I would ask Cardi over some fucking strip club day shit. Because look, if she did rob and drug and rob people, that is equally as heinous. But don't try to brand nobody as being fucking innocent. It's just wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. So if we're going to talk about that situation, I would definitely keep it fair. You were quiet during Balenciaga. You're vocal during the Dalai Lama. What is going on here? Okay? the last thing I want to talk about is Twitter. Because Twitter is no longer Twitter. Twitter is now XCorp. I don't know if you guys peeped that. I don't know if you saw that. But Twitter is now XCorp. For something that's supposed to be where all users are supposed to be in the know, like a blockchain kind of, why are we finding out that Twitter is just no more? Like, I haven't even seen hashtags like that, even for rest in peace, Twitter. But I question these things because this is now one of the second most used, companies next to Meta, who has undergone a name change. Now, there's a couple of things that bother me about that, because companies change names and ownerships and all that shit all the time. But if you go after a company that is no longer active, that is going to be a lot harder to render a lawsuit for the things that illegal things, practices, that they have done, right? Including civil rights violations of, freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, all that. So you change Twitter, because remember, they're supposed to be giving us all the information, giving us all the tea. It's like they gave us enough tea and crumpets to sit around as they fucking deleted pertinent details and give us some of what we think is an open source code. Because I'm like, you really think that they did all of that? Like, I don't think Elon plans to even give us more than that. You know what? I gave you what I promised, but sign up and stick around for XCorp. Moving around like a child by breaking links because you want everybody to stay on your app. You want everybody to stay on your app. As you guys can see that, which my prediction is, once they announce this merge of XCorp is when TikTok is going XX. Okay? Goodbye. Can't have all these all-in-one apps. I strongly believe that there is a sinister merge going on with the banking system and social media right now. And regardless of what people think, whatever your stance is on anything that transpired within the last 2 years, I strongly believe that they have put forth everything that we conspiracy theorists have been saying. Because one thing I will definitely say that I'm at the point in my life where I've already just like assumed everything as a person on in this world and on social media, because you're always going to be a couple of things. You're always going to be transphobic. You're always going to be racist. You're always going to be what was the other one? Racist, right? Those three. You will always be transphobic, racist, and I forgot the other one. I had it in order. Right? So you're always going to be those three things. You're always going to be threatened to be canceled. At the end of the day, my question is, who the fuck is subscribed to you? Who is subscribed? Who is paying monthly? Who is putting a roof over your head? If your followers aren't pulling together like that to make sure you're living right so you can keep doing what you do, you can't be canceled. You cannot be canceled. So you need to accept it and move the fuck on. So this way when they come, people come, you're being transphobic. Okay. Well, you're not going to fix that? No, you've already made an assumption about me. You believe I'm transphobic. Same thing with racism. You're a racist. Okay. You've already made that assumption about me. Anything I say from this point on is never going to sway your opinion. So then, yes, I'm racist. That's where we're at now. So remove this fear of being fucking canceled already. Right? If you have a job, a good job, is defending yourself on social media really worth keeping what you have, which is a good job? Because at this point, you just have to start walking away from people. You have to just start walking away from people. You say one thing, hey guys, this doesn't align with my beliefs. You're racist. You're transphobic. You're sexist. You're homophobic. If these are the assumptions that you have made up about people because of one sentence or one thought, you have not provided any evidence for that person's thought to be challenged, so you must call them a name. At this point, I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. No matter what you say or do, you're going to offend somebody. You're going to have someone feel like you've stepped on their pinky toe intentionally. And no matter how many times you say, look, I'm sorry, this is how I was raised. This is what I'm comfortable with. I don't mean to hurt you, but you're always going to be wrong. So take the shards of glass out of your toes, because you're going to be walking on eggshells and glass for the rest of your life if you're going to keep that up. Now, for people that feel like wholeheartedly about whatever they believe in, let them. I have given up arguing with people. I've given it up because you're not going to change my mind, right? If you're going to change my mind, challenge me with new data so that I can compare the data that I have and come up with either a new hypothesis, more questions, whatever. But we are at a time where I say to people, how will this benefit you? My thought, my feelings on something. Because if you come out and you say this is an attack on children, the first thing that is said is that you're being transphobic, because you're basically equating horrific things that are happening to children now because of people in the trans community. No, nobody's saying that. All you can say is that there's an attack on children. I didn't name any group. I just named where the smoke is coming from, where the fire is being is at. And you guys want to not even come together and say, I agree with that. There is an attack on children. Something is going on. I'm concerned. But you're not allowed to have an opinion anymore. And that's why a lot of these platforms will fail. I think that there's a limit, right? I see people, they're pushing the needle a little bit too hard, but they're pushing the needle because they're like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm going to say what's on my mind. And if you get offended, oh well. Well, I kind of have that same sentiment, but I do care about your feelings getting hurt. I do want to have conversations where you can introduce new data and new ideas to have a better understanding of what I'm missing, right? If at that chance I access the new data and I'm like, I'm still not satisfied with it, You should be cool with that. You should be cool with that. Just like vice versa. I'll be cool with it. All right, well, you know what? I stand corrected. My bad. But what more do you want after a person stands corrected? You want them deplatformed. What the Dalai Lama did was not what something is I consider as being stand corrected. No, you need to be standing on trial. Because that is not normal behavior. Now, all this other stuff that's going on social media, especially about women feeling like our place is being taken by men that want to be women. Because there's two different, there's females, there's women. Being a woman, that's quite a word. It's quite a word without a definition these days. What is a woman? Some of y'all say, oh, well, a woman is a person that can give birth. Well, not all women can give birth. Not all women have functioning uteruses. So no, that's not an answer. I'll tell you my definition of what a woman is. And you guys can agree to disagree, or I don't care what you take it as. What is a woman? A woman, to me, is a fearless spirit who subconsciously wishes to nurture and provide calm to a person in need, a person that needs that. For some strange reason, there is this stigma about how women are being too masculine. Well, I believe a real woman has both traits, masculinity and femininity. And they don't code switch. It just switches. It goes according to the vibe of that moment. Being a woman is making sure that the next generation thrives and is able to pass on these nurturing gifts to care for another person in need, another child in need, another animal in need. That is a woman to me. Clip that. I mean, if people are that confused, that's what a woman is. Now, if a person believes that they fit that criteria, then you are a woman. We're not talking about, biological this and that. If you fit that criteria and you believe that that is the criteria you fit in, then you're a woman. But you have to also understand that that is being in that mindset even with the physical strains that we have to go through for our hormones constantly flipping from having a cycle, from women who stop having a cycle, women's wombs that have fibroids and painful cramping, still maintaining that level of respect and providing nurturing service with those ailments going on. Headaches, emotional roller coasters, keeping it together, going to the office in crippling pain and still having that poise to it, That's being a woman. So we can stop that conversation now. It's a conversation that is never going to end. We know what happens biologically. We know what happens spiritually. My question is, what the hell does that have anything to do with the fact that there are people coming after children? People that want parents to step aside and let the state take over. Parental rights on the line. People that don't look at parents as if they have a say. You just did the experiment to get the child here. Now get out of the way. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's very scary. It's very scary when you realize that we don't have that kind of control that we used to have, because we're losing it. We're losing it based off of people's distractions, or people being easily distracted by dumb shit and nonsense. Like, I didn't need to know that Christina Aguilera likes to, I said her name wrong, Christina Aguilera. I didn't need to know that she likes to swallow.
Bruh.
Swallow what? Come on. I didn't need to know that. Just like I didn't need to know that Kris Jenner squirts. I didn't need to know that either. But we needed to know that. I didn't need to see Halle Berry standing stark naked on her porch sipping some wine. I didn't need to know that either. Why do we need to know this? But yes, please keep in mind, with this Twitter shit going on, Twitter that is no longer Twitter, it is now XCorp. Will there be a mass exodus since we didn't ask for this? We didn't ask for any of this. Just like we didn't ask for verification badges, for the ability to just have one function, which is to be seen. So you're basically making people pay monthly for a badge that acts as an ad. You get pushed to the front of the content. And usually the content is not that good. I don't even know. It's not the fact that nobody can afford it. I can pay for that shit. I could pay for the year right now. Oh, this chair. I gotta do a wish list for a new chair. Cause
Bruh.
Hold on. Whew. I need more meat there. That's what the problem is. But the verification badge is just an ad. It works as an ad. You're allowed to be seen. That's it. But this is supposed to be a fair algorithm, so everyone should be allowed to be seen. Why are we paying for plays? Why are we pay for play? I've noticed a huge dip in my impressions, because it's almost like we're gonna make you. No, you're not gonna make me do anything, because I'm Gucci. You're not gonna make me do anything. So yeah. Ridiculous. All this shit is ridiculous. But yeah, until next time, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. It's only gonna go. I don't know. I don't have good feelings about these next upcoming weeks. So stay positive and stay aware. Keep watching. Keep waiting for people like myself to give you our wicked observations.